Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh to our respected lecturer Mr. Saril Anwar and our fellow friend. We are from Group 5 going to present about our speech analysis topic, why gender equality is good for everyone, men included. My name is Nur Shahira binti Sapwan. My metric number is 259183. So I will proceed to the first question. How does the speaker gain attention and interest of his audience? Michael Kimmel, the speaker, gained attention of his audience by using two ways. First, by question his audience, and second, by tell a story. After his introduction of his topic, Michael Kimmel asked his audience what gender equality have to do with men. Gender equality is all about women, right? So it shows how he attract his audience interest and also curiosity to keep listening to him until the end. And second way is by telling a story. He tell a story by included a bit of humor to keep people interest and listen to him and not getting bored. So he shared a story about his personal experience during his university life. How did gender equality change his life and change his view about it? So I will move to the next question. The second question is about, does the speaker establish his credibility? The answer is yes. Michael Kimmel established his credibility by two ways, by experience and also by knowledge. By experience, as I mentioned earlier, he tell a story about his experience during his university life. So it make him reliable to talk about this topic. And second is by knowledge. Michael Kimmel is an expertise sociologist, gender studies, and also an educator at college. So this make it him more credible to talk about this topic. And next question is, does the speaker preview the body of the speech? As far as I noticed, Michael Kimmel did not preview the body of the speech in his introduction, because in his introduction he only gave a picture about it generally. However, in minute 8, you can see that he stated the point of his body clearly. So his audience still understand about what he going to deliver and about the point of his speech. So that's all from me. I'm going to pass it to Sarah Yasira for the next point. Thank you so much.
Hi and Assalamualaikum. My name is Sarah Yasira binti Muhammad Yusuf. My metric number is 259040. Today I would like to continue with question number 4. Question number 4 is, what are the main points of the speech? There are 3 main points in this speech, which are gender equality is good for the countries, gender equality is good for the companies, and the gender equality is good for men. First, the first main point is gender equality is good for the countries. The speaker stated that according to studies, countries that are the most gender equal are also the countries that score highest in the happiness score. The second main point is gender equality is good for the companies. He stated that the gender equal companies resulted to better workers and happier labor forces. The third main point is gender equality is good for men. He stated that the gender equality is good for the kind of lives men want to live. Next, we continue with question number 5. Okay, question number 5 is how the main points are supported. There are 3 supporting material used in the speech, which are brief example, expert testimony, and peer testimony. The first supporting material is brief example. Brief example are a specific case related to in passing to illustrate a point. For example, the speaker was giving an illustration of a riddle. He posed the riddle to his son and responded and stated the response from his son. The second supporting material is expert testimony. Expert testimony is a testimony from people who are acknowledged authorities in their specific field. Speakers stated that the data from psychologists and sociologists are quite persuasive. The third supporting material is peer testimony. Peer testimony is a testimony not from a prominent figure, but from ordinary people with first-hand experience or insight of a topic. For example, Men's Health magazine has put the topic of gender equality on their magazine cover. On another hand, in 1915, a writer from New York wrote an article titled Feminism for Men. Okay, now we move on to question number 6. Okay, question number 6 is what type of organization does the speaker use? The speech delivered by the speaker is arranged in problem-solution order. The speech is divided into two main parts. The first main part is showing the existence and the seriousness of a problem. The problem is there is structural inequality in topic of gender equality in United States. It is hard to engage men in the topic of gender equality. The second main part is present a doable solution to the problem. The solution to this problem is by implementing the gender equality to men. Gender equality is fair, right, and just. It is also can bring good to the countries, to the companies, and to the men. Thank you, and the next presenter will present about question number 7.
A very good morning to ladies and gentlemen. My name is Law Vivian and my metric number is 262962. Today I'm going to talk about how the speaker Michael Campbell present his speech. He used the results of language very clearly. Usage of concrete words like man and woman to make sure his audience is understanding his speech clearly and easily. Next, he also used the language vividly. For example, he used metaphor in his speech by saying, "Look, we think this is a level playing field. Once the policy tilts even a little bit, we think that the water is rushing uphill. It is a reverse discrimination against us." This shows that the man resisting gender equality due to a strong sense of entitlement. Next, he also used parallelism in his speech to reflect a series of related ideas. He said, they have higher rates of retention, higher job satisfaction, and higher rate of productivity. He also posed appropriateness to the topic by using language. This is to ensure his speech evoking the emotion of the audience and with great sense of humor by using parallelism and metaphor that I have mentioned just now. He also posed appropriateness to the audience. He said, when many men first heard about gender equality, they would think, that's right, that's fair, that's ethical imperative, but not all men. He might offend all the men if he resists that all the men is resisting gender equality. So, he clarified that not all men are the same, before expressing his criticism towards those who are against it. Next, let's move to the connective that the speaker used in his speech. One of the connective he used in his speech is transition. He explained that the obstacles in engaging men to gender equality and moved to the reason that why we should support gender equality by asking questions. Another connective he used in his speech is signpost. He used it after telling the story about the gender inequality that he had met before. Next, he also used internal summaries in his speech. He summed up all the advantages of gender equality to remind that what the audience had just heard about. Next, let's move to the reasoning that the speaker relies the most throughout the speech, which is reasoning from specific instance. The first line is explained that gender equality is in the interest of the company, of the whole country, the children, their parents. This is to justify the gender equality, give advantage to this beneficiary one by one, result in a general conclusion. And the next line, he also used this to reinforce his speech with researchers by catalyst. This is to make sure his speech is reliable and representative. Thank you.
Hi everyone, I'm Ee-Lynn with metric number 271346. And today I would like to perform some of the questions. The question will be, what type of emotional appeals does the speaker use? Are they effectively used? Explain. Well, based on what Aristotle researched, he defines pathos in the term of a public speaker putting the audience in the right frame of mind by appealing to the audience's emotions. In the video, the speaker has used some of the emotional appeals. Those are pride, guilt, compassion, anger. First, pride. Pride means a confidence, self-respect that expressed by one or others. At the beginning of the speech, the speaker has shown his pride when he talked about men are included in the gender equality. Second, guilt. Guilt means having committed a specific or implied offense or crime. The emotion of guilt shows when he shared his own experience about the conversation between two women. His shame and guilt to his universally generalized thinking compared to the women. Third, compassion. Compassion is a feeling of sympathetic pity towards the suffer of others. He felt compassion to his female colleague when he heard a student say, "Oh, finally, an objective opinion." During the class, he asked guest lecturer for the female lecturer. The fourth is anger. Anger is a strong feeling of annoyance, of displeasure. He was angry when he talked about his experience at a TV talk show. He was mad about the white man would like to say, "A black woman stole my job," instead of "a black woman got a job." The next question. What methods are used to prepare the audience for ending the speech? Here are the two ways. First, crescendo ending method. Second, dissolve ending method. Crescendo ending is a conclusion in which speech builds to a zenith of power and intensity, while dissolve ending is a conclusion that generates emotional appeals, fading step by step to a dramatic final statement. In the video, the speaker has used the dissolve ending method. He leads his audience to a dramatic statement about man shares housework and childcare, and he slowly ends his speech. The next question will be, how does the speaker reinforce the central idea? Explain. Well, what I know is the four ways. Summarize the speech, end with quotation, make a dramatic statement, and refer to the introduction. Summarize the speech is restate the main point one last time, while end with quotation is a common way that used by public speaker, and it suits to every speech. Make a dramatic statement is a statement given dramatically and easily to remember. The last is refer to introduction. It means give speech psychologically unity with ideas in introduction. And in the video, speaker has used the combination of make a dramatic statement, refer to introduction, and end with quotation. Thank you.